first, what is happening behind the counter? The menstrual cycle isn't just about hormonal changes. A new study shows that hormonal fluctuations can actually reshape the brain itself. Researchers at UC Santa Barbara tracked 30 women throughout their menstrual cycles. But in addition to the expected hormonal level changes, the team took MRI scans during each of the menstrual phases, menses, ovulation, and the mid-luteal phases. They found that the brain's white and gray matter volumes, as well as cerebrospinal fluid, changed along with the hormonal levels. While there have been previous studies showing how hormonal fluctuations affect the brain and its communication during different tasks, things like that, this is the first study to show changes to the brain's physical structure. Of course, these findings have profound implications for our understanding of the hormonal cycle-related mental health issues like PMDD. If you want more about that, check out episode 4 of this show. But this particular study didn't venture into that territory. They weren't trying to figure all that stuff out. Nevertheless, this does pave the way for future studies to explore the precise effects these physical changes have on things like cognition, mood, and behavior. Considering that the average woman will have something like 450 of these cycle changes in their life affecting the physical structure of the brain, it will undoubtedly lead to some important discoveries about how the brain changes throughout a woman's life. And 40 is the new 50. At least the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force says so. They have updated the recommendations for breast cancer screenings, previously recommended to begin at age 50. The task force has announced that screenings should now begin at age 40 and be done at least every other year. The change reverses the long-standing guidance that biannual mammograms didn't need to start until 50 in light of significant increases in breast cancer in women under 50. Those rates have been climbing by roughly 3% every year. These recommendations are generally considered best practices by physicians and are typically implemented immediately. Anyone between ages 45 and 50 years old will have had some experience with this, as last year they recommended that colonoscopy screenings begin at 45 instead of 50. Breast cancer is the most common cancer, as well as the most common cause of cancer-related death among women in the United States. Black women are at an even greater risk. They have a 40% higher likelihood of death from breast cancer than Caucasian women. So this is very, very important for them as well. On a personal note, I wish this change had been made earlier. My mother died at 51 from breast cancer. So ladies, please do not skip these screenings. It is very, very important.